Concept and nature of moral judgment and moral reactions. Concept of moral judgment. Moral judgment refers to the process by which individuals evaluate human actions, intentions, or character in terms of moral values such as right and wrong, good and bad, just and unjust. It is a fundamental aspect of ethical thinking as it enables individuals to make decisions about how they ought to act in different situations. Moral judgment is not merely a personal opinion, rather it is a reasoned evaluation based on certain moral principles, values, or standards. When a person says that an action is right or wrong, they are making a moral judgment. For example, when someone states that stealing is wrong or helping the poor is good, they are expressing a moral judgment based on accepted ethical norms. Philosophers like Immanuel Kant emphasize that moral judgment should be based on universal moral laws and duties rather than personal desires or consequences. According to Kant, an action is morally right if it can be universally applied as a rule for everyone. On the other hand, David Hume argued that moral judgments are not purely based on reason but are strongly influenced by human emotions and sentiments. This shows that moral judgment involves both rational thinking and emotional response. Moral judgment is influenced by various factors such as culture, religion, upbringing, education, and personal experiences. What is considered morally right in one society may be viewed differently in another, which highlights the complexity of moral evaluation. Nature of moral judgment. The nature of moral judgment can be understood by examining its essential characteristics. Firstly, moral judgment is normative in nature, meaning that it involves standards or norms about how people ought to behave. It does not merely describe actions, but evaluates them. For instance, saying he lied is a statement of fact, while saying he should not have lied is a moral judgment. Secondly, moral judgment is prescriptive as it guides behavior and suggests what actions should be taken. It not only evaluates past actions but also influences future conduct. For example, if a person judges dishonesty as wrong, they are likely to avoid lying in the future. Another important feature is that moral judgment is universalizable, meaning that it is expected to apply equally to all individuals in similar situations. If an action is considered wrong for one person, it should be considered wrong for everyone under the same circumstances. This idea is strongly emphasized in Kantian ethics. Moral judgment is also rational and reflective as it involves careful thinking and reasoning. Individuals consider different aspects of a situation, such as intentions, consequences, and moral principles, before making a judgment. However, it is not purely rational, emotions also play a significant role. Furthermore, moral judgment is often value-based as it reflects the moral values and beliefs of individuals and societies. Values like honesty, justice, compassion, and fairness form the basis of moral evaluation. Concept of moral reactions. Moral reactions refer to the emotional and behavioral responses that arise from moral judgments. Once a person judges an action as right or wrong, they often experience certain feelings and express reactions accordingly. These reactions can include approval, disapproval, praise, blame, guilt, shame, anger, or admiration. For example, when a person sees someone helping an injured individual, they may feel admiration and approval. Conversely, when they witness an act of injustice or cruelty, they may feel anger or condemnation. These emotional responses are what we call moral reactions. Moral reactions are important because they reinforce moral behavior in society. Positive reactions such as praise and respect encourage good actions, while negative reactions such as criticism or punishment discourage wrongdoing. Nature of moral reactions. The nature of moral reactions can be understood through their key features. Firstly, moral reactions are emotional in nature as they involve feelings such as empathy, sympathy, guilt, or indignation. These emotions arise naturally in response to moral situations. Secondly, moral reactions are socially influenced. They are shaped by cultural norms, social expectations, and shared values. For example, a society that values honesty will strongly react against dishonesty. Moral reactions are also motivational as they influence behavior. Feelings of guilt may motivate a person to correct their mistakes, while feelings of pride may encourage them to continue doing good deeds. Finally, moral reactions are expressive, meaning they are often communicated through words or actions. For example, praising someone for honesty or criticizing someone for injustice are ways of expressing moral reactions. Conclusion. In conclusion, moral judgment and moral reactions are essential components of ethical life. Moral judgment involves the rational evaluation of actions based on moral principles, while moral reactions involve the emotional responses that follow such evaluations. Both are interconnected and play a crucial role in guiding human behavior and maintaining social order. By developing sound moral judgment and appropriate moral reactions, individuals can contribute to a more just, ethical, and harmonious society.